In the falconry world, there is a term that is called bomb-proof. It's something I've heard over the years many times, and it relates to an owl or a bird of prey, a bit like Gizmo here, who is super tame and isn't fazed by anything. And that isn't really true with Gizmo, you see, because if he sees a very large dog suddenly, for example, he will look suddenly very alert, his ear tuss will shoot up, and he looks more awake, essentially. So that means he has got something that he is fazed by. But on the whole, Gizmo here is really super tame, and the expression bomb-proof is interesting because there could be a bomb going off nearby, and I don't think he'd react at all. In the museum gardens, where we do our bird display on a regular basis, we sometimes have the Queen's Guard come in and fire some cannons, blanks of course. I hope they're blanks, otherwise they're going to make a complete mess of the railway museum on the other side of the river. And that always happens at midday, and there's always a general who'll come up the hill to our bird display and say, just checking actually, we're going to have some loud bangs going off, will the birds be okay? And we always say, yeah, they're absolutely fine. And what tends to happen is the first one goes off and one or two of the birds kind of, what was that? And then they're fine. And Gizmo here is very much just like that. I once saw a comment on some social media bird of prey post, and someone put, there is no such thing as bomb-proof. And it's an interesting comment because in many ways that's correct. What I wouldn't want you to do if you were thinking of getting your own bird of prey, for example, is to see bomb-proof and think, wow, that bird is going to not be fazed by anything at all whatsoever. I can fly it anywhere to anyone and I won't have a problem. Because that's where a little bit of complacency could come into it. It's where mistakes could occur, and it's where you're actually putting probably a lot more trust in the bird than you should. It's just a little explanation really of what the word bomb-proof means. I'm not going to set any loud bangs off next to Gizmo to demonstrate, but I can assure you he is super tame with the way we've hand-reared him, of course, and this actually is essential for the work we do, that our birds are super tame and they'll just sit there happily looking around on someone's glove.